Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Squalor Man, Young Squalor. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Hold on one more time. Did you miss me in this podcast game? Well, guess what? I'm back and I'm better than ever. This here is always everything with Squalor, where we always discuss everything, any and everything. That's what we do. No topic is off limits. Now, today's episode, we're going to be talking about this McDonald's lawsuit that I done heard about. I know it's an old case, but I'm talking about it. And I'm going to talk about LGBTQ, but nothing really controversial. I'm just talking about the acronym LGBTQ, not the people. I'm talking about the acronym. So, if you want to tune in with me, tune in. If not, fly by, but it's okay. Come back next time and holler at me. This is your man, Young Squalor, and this is always everything with Squalor. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the McDonald's case, like I said. And I'm going to give y'all a little bit of background on it. I'm going to read a little bit about it. Then I'm going to give y'all my personal opinions on it. So basically, the case is called Liebeck versus McDonald's. Plaintiff name is Stella Liebeck versus McDonald's Incorporated and McDonald's International. The plaintiff, Stella Liebeck, a 79-year-old woman, suffered third-degree burns in her pelvic region when she accidentally spilled coffee in her lap after purchasing it from a McDonald's restaurant. She was hospitalized for 8 days while undergoing skin grafting, followed by 2 years of medical treatment. Liebeck sought to settle with McDonald's for $20,000 to cover her medical expenses. When McDonald's refused, Liebeck's attorney filed suit in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Mexico, accusing McDonald's of gross negligence. It's getting thick. Liebeck's attorneys argued that 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, McDonald's coffee temperature was boiling hot and more likely to cause serious injury other than the coffee served at other establishments. The jury found that McDonald's was 80% responsible for the incident. They awarded Liebeck $200,000 in compensatory damages to cover her medical expenses and $2.7 million in punitive damages, the equivalent of 2 days of McDonald's coffee sales. God damn, they make that in 2 days? Oh shit. The trial judge reduced punitive damages to 3 times the amount of the compensatory damages, totaling $640,000. The parties settled for an undisclosed amount before an appeal was decided. Now we know a little bit about the case. And now y'all can see. So basically, there's other shit too. But basically, she was at the McDonald's. She was ordering coffee. And by the way, this woman has passed away. So please respect the dead. I'm gonna do the same thing, but like I say, right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I'm stating facts, that is not disrespectful. So basically, Miss Liebeck was in McDonald's drive-thru. She ordered some coffee. Now, I do know that coffee hot as shit because I haven't worked at McDonald's, but I done worked at fast food, and I know them burners and the thing that they use to make the coffee. I know it, man. I done got hit with some water out of that shit, so I know how to. I ain't spilled enough to do no serious damage. Oh, but I felt the heat. I know. So, yeah, she was hurt. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit probably, God damn. 180, 190 degrees is what that coffee is at its holding temperature. So she bought the coffee, and you know, some people they don't go straight for the cup holder. We as people, we sometimes put the shit in between our legs, try to hold that shit like that. So I already know what happened. She put it between her legs, and she probably squeezed her legs together too tight, and the fucking top came off of that bitch, and you know, the coffee spilt on her, and then once the little bit of drop, when she felt the first heat, she probably and the whole cup in her lap. You hear me? 190 degrees. She damn near died from that burn incident. But my opinions on the case, I personally don't think McDonald's should have had to pay her anything at all. Like, they did offer her $800. Now, her medical bill is $20,000. They offer her $800. I feel it. That's not a dent. But at the same time, there's accountability. McDonald's did not spill the coffee on her. This was not a worker's fault. This was her own fault. You hear me? I understand it's an old lady. I understand McDonald's coffee is hot as hell. What I don't understand is why people buy coffee from McDonald's. But that's something else. Another thing I don't understand is how the jury came up with this percentage. She's 20% at fault and McDonald's is 80%. Where's the math? How did y'all come up with that? How the hell did y'all come up with that? Because the coffee was hot? If they would have gave her cold coffee, she probably would have threw it at their ass. No, I don't know the old lady, but I'm saying if they would have gave her cold coffee, she would not have been happy. I don't work at Dunkin' Donuts. I know when you get somebody coffee that ain't fresh off the heat, they complain about that shit. So you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. People have to realize that outside of, like, these are billion-dollar corporations. So it's like, I get it, they can afford it, but why are they paying for your mistake? That's your mistake. Now I can see if when the person handed her the coffee out the window, the coffee dropped out of their hand onto her. Now that's something else. McDonald's was paying for that shit. Oh yeah, because they hire fast food workers. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together too. But that wasn't the case in this case. She had the coffee in her lap and it fell in her lap. If I go to the Apple store and buy a phone, and right at the counter, as soon as they give me the phone, I drop that bitch and it shatter. I drop it and it shatter. Is Apple obligated to give me a brand new phone? Let's take it a step further. If you get your package stolen off of your porch, is that the delivery service's fault? You know what I'm saying? Accountability here. Now, that's not the victim's fault, but it's not the server's fault either. If I drop my phone, that's my fault. Apple gonna look at me like, nigga, you dropped the phone. What the hell? It's like McDonald's was looking at her when they refused, like, good lady, you dropped the coffee. We ain't dropped the coffee. You dropped the coffee. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, in what way is this justified? Like, how did the jury... See, the only thing I can think of, cause the fact that they acknowledged that it was 20% her fault. They know that it's her fault. This jury was looking at the fact that this is a frail old lady who damn near died from spilling the coffee. They were very sympathetic. I get it. I get it. But right is right, is wrong. Y'all was wrong for making McDonald's pay that woman $2.7 million. Y'all was wrong for that. Now, I'm not gonna call her a scammer because no, I do not think she tried to burn herself. What the fuck? Who does that? Who tries to burn their own damn self? Nobody, unless you goddamn a lunatic. But she did it. That was her accident, her fault. You know what I'm saying? It's her fault. I'm just on the side where you pay for what you do. If I spill my drink, I can't get mad at the motherfucker who gave me the drink. That's just it. That's all I'm saying. And now I'm moving on to the next topic. So y'all remember in the beginning when I said we're gonna talk about the LGBTQ. Literally the letters, the acronym, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and all of that. Specifically the L and the G, because I don't know, I get high and my weed lets me think of wild random shit. So in my brain I was thinking of the acronym LGB, and I'm like, wait a minute, something seems off. They have a lot of letters. I'm like, it's a lot of letters that literally mean the same shit, basically, kinda, almost. Then I got to the L and the G, which literally means the same fucking thing. A lesbian is described as a homosexual woman. Gay literally means homosexual. So I'm just like, can we drop the L and just call it GBTQ? You know what I'm saying? You see how better it is. It saves space on paper, environmentally friendly. You using less paper now. No, I'm just fucking around. But I just was wanting to talk about that, and like I can't tell you too much about it because I don't really have too much to say about it. It's just a thought that came into my head. Because are they using the G to just describe gay men? Because the L describes gay women. Why do women get their own letter? But then they're also, the lesbian women are also with the G. You see what I'm saying? So the gay women, which is the G women, are also L's, which is a lesbian. What y'all think? Hit me up on my Instagram. Y'all know what my Instagram is, right? At always that squalor. Always that squalor. Let me know what you think. Cause I be tripping. I don't know. But today was a great day. And I know y'all tired of hearing me talk. And frankly, I'm tired of talking. I'm about to go make some money. So, with that being said, have a nice one. And this is always Everything with Squalor. Until next time, deuces.